right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. Now, look, I'm a tech person. I love being able to email stuff and PDFs, you name that. But also, there are times when I have fans who want me to actually personally autograph a photo, which means you got to print it out. Freeprints.com gives you 1,000 4x6 prints every single year straight from your phone for free. You can print photos from Instagram, Facebook, and other sources. Now, very simple. You only pay a small shipping charge, no subscriptions or commitments ever. You can also get other size prints, and the photos are great quality. Now, I know some of y'all might be saying, okay, that doesn't happen. Well, when I went to the White House, one of the ushers there wanted me to autograph a photo. We took a picture, but she didn't have an email, and I had to also go to a store, print the photo out, sign it, and mail it to her. Well, with freeprints.com, I can print it right there from my phone. It'll be shipped to me. They're the #1 rated photo printing app in the world with more than 100,000 5-star reviews. It's available for iPhone and Android. Download for free freeprints.com, and be sure to put in there where you heard about it. Just say Roland. Now it's back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video. First and foremost, there are multiple issues that I want to bring up. Right. I brought that one up specifically because I know for a fact, I was looking at what took place 50 years ago in those protests, and that was indeed one of the primary issues.
Those athletes created a conversation about the mistreatment of African Americans in 1968. The athletes right now are not creating a conversation about the mistreatment of African Americans right now. They're creating a conversation about the appropriateness of protesting during the national anthem. That's what the conversation has been for the last 3 years.
I think there's a difference between what the athletes were protesting and what their issues were, and then what other people wanted to focus on. And I've seen that even in politics. I've seen it where folks want to pivot, where they don't want to talk about that, but they want to make it about the anthem.
So those athletes and Martin Luther King and the people of that generation were far more strategic about getting people to talk about what they actually wanted them to talk about. These athletes have not acted in a strategic fashion. Colin Kaepernick hasn't, and he created a conversation about the national anthem, which is a waste of time. And that's the difference between Tommy Smith and John Carlos, who at that time were being mentored by Dr. Harry Edwards, and that's why their approach was more strategic and more effective, rather than Colin Kaepernick and these athletes just freelancing and creating a conversation about the national anthem.
So do you completely dismiss the things that Colin Kaepernick has done in terms of the workshops, in terms of the sessions that he has been holding?
I don't dismiss them, but I think...
But actually they don't exist.
I didn't. Let me answer the question. I think they've mostly been a PR move by Colin Kaepernick after getting run out of the NFL, and he's involved in a fight against the NFL. I think most of it is a PR move. I can't diss it. It's helped.
So you say most of it is PR move. Question. Have you talked to Colin Kaepernick?
I've been to the press conferences. No, I haven't talked to Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick doesn't talk.
No. First of all, he does talk. But, I mean, everybody he talks to, I talk to him.
Well, great. He doesn't come out. Muhammad Ali and all these people y'all analogizing to wasn't afraid to come out and deal with their critics and back up their point of view with their own mouth and words, not speaking with people in private, not tweeting out this or that, not hiding behind a bunch of groupies in the media that think Colin Kaepernick is something special.
But Colin Kaepernick has spoken. Colin Kaepernick has done so, but
not in a real way.
But again, but first of all, you say he hasn't, and then you say not in a real way. But so we say a real way. So what do you want Colin Kaepernick to do? What do you?
If I want to take that bold of a stance, I would do what I'm doing right now. Coming out and someone that's a critic of mine and sit down with him and address the issue.
But there are folks who have different approaches, and I've seen this across the board. I've seen it.
You got every excuse for this dude.
I'm not offering
one of the most polarized.
I'm not offering an excuse.
I'm saying he's afraid to back it up.
As somebody who's been on the news side, who's been on the culture side, somebody who's dealt with folks. You talk about what your job is, okay? That's what your lane is. I have dealt with a number of people who have said, you know what? There's some people who are out front. There are other people who are not. There are some people who choose to speak in certain venues a certain way, others who don't. So everybody has their own way of communicating. And so you can say, well, I want him to do more. Okay, I got you. Okay, but that's what he has chosen to do. But when we look at the value in terms of creating conversations, I do believe that this thing goes beyond just in terms of the protest and just them kneeling, which first of all was to bring attention to the issue. Other folk with other agendas still don't want to deal with that because they want to say that's irrelevant. They want to put this whole thing into a flag and say, oh, it's about disrespecting America.